The next speaker is the Honourable Deputy Minister of Agriculture, Forestry and Fisheries.
Speaker, I have two problems with a debate like this one. My first problem is that when we talk about history, all the facts, and not only the facts that suit us, should be placed on the table. The core of the objection against the 1913 Act is that it divided the land between black and white, and that only 13% of the land was given to black people. Sir, this is valid criticism about injustices very seriously of the past. But sir, it's based upon the facts, and not the facts of today, but the facts of 1913. Al die kaarte van 1913 dui die Unie van Suid-Afrika aan as deel van British South Africa. British South Africa in 1913 het bestaan uit Suid-Afrika en dan die drie destydse protektorate, vandag Botswana, Lesotho en Swaziland. In 1913 was daar geen sprake dat hierdie protektorate eendag onafhanklike state gaan word nie. Jy weet, Botswana is tot 1965 nog uit Mafeking in Suid-Afrika bestuur. Daar is algemeen aanvaar dat die protektoraat op die langtermyn by die Unie van Suid-Afrika ingelyf sou word. Daarom die Suid-Afrika-wet van 1909, wat deur die Britse parlement goedgekeur is, voorsiening gemaak dat die drie gebiede later by die Unie geïnkorporeer kan word. In die denke van baie in daardie tyd is hierdie gebiede dan by die 1913 grond getel en dan het hulle 'n 40-60 verhouding en amper 'n 50-50 verhouding gekry afhangende van hoe jy die somme maak. Meneer, ek sien dit nie as my verantwoordelikheid om 1913 te probeer verdedig nie. Wat ek wel glo is dat dit net billik as in ons kritiek is, al die argumente en ook probeer inkom in die denke van daardie tyd. Waarom het hierdie inlywing nie geslaag daai tyd nie? Omdat daar natuurlik ook ander denke was. Die hoofmanne van die betrokke protektorate het heftig by die Britte in Londen beswaar gemaak teen inlywing. Hulle het uiteindelik geslaag daarmee en in 1966 en 68 het hierdie gebiede onafhanklik geword en 'n nuwe stel feite geskep waarmee ons vandag werk. My second problem, sir, is that it's not wrong to hold debates on the past. It's important. But such a debate is only sensible if something could be learned from it for the future. The past cannot be changed through a lot of talking. That is why the FF Plus does not believe in a better past, but in a better future. Little has been said in this debate about what we have learned from the past and how we can succeed with land reform in 2013 and not make the same mistakes, without, for example, causing famine. We must speak, sir, about how food will be provided for 52 million people, South Africans, of whom 70% will shortly be living in urban areas, and this will have to do with only about 13% of good agricultural land in South Africa. Little has been said about how we could better utilize the thousands of hectares of communal land presently owned by the state, creating new black commercial farmers, because that's also important for the benefit of South Africa. So these are the issues of the future, and the debate which we should have, and that's the debate we must have after this one, if we want to make South Africa a better place for all of us. I thank you.
Order, honourable members.